Good evening. It's Network Marketing Monday, and I'm here in my almost newly renovated office. Yeah, work is underway. So if you're following my stories on Instagram, you'll probably see me over the next week or two as well. But the painting has started. You can see some of this is blue, some of this is black and white. I've got to get rid of that annoying dial on the wall as well. So bear with me, but I will share with you and show you how it's coming along. I know lots of you like a little bit of the before and after. So, yeah, I'll definitely be doing that tonight. What are we talking about? We're talking about recruiting. I know it's always a subject that everybody wants to learn more about, but I feel like it's because we don't put in the action enough to kind of learn our way and what works for us because we're all kind of nervous and like, oh, do I don't want to say the wrong thing? Or why is this not working? We get frustrated, we don't bother at all. And then no one's going to get anywhere. So, my aim for this evening is to make you feel a little bit more relaxed about recruitment activities. Okay. I know it's like the taboo thing. Hey, Jam, good to have you on. Nice to see you. So, first of all, let me talk to you about a few things that are coming up that if you're wanting to build your network marketing business in 2022, hey Ella, if you're wanting to build your network marketing business in 2022, then you might want to know about a couple of things that are coming up that I have going on, which are going to help you enter 2022 in a much better mindset, in a much better space. On the first, I am not doing a leopard print wall. You've got to be joking. Painted it white, isn't it? But on the 1st of December, we have our mindset makeover. I've popped all the links in the comments. They should be there. If they're not there, you should be able to find them under events on my Emma Cooper Online page. We have the mindset makeover now. I think I have 500 that it's like the only seats available. I think I have about 800 that are registered for it. So it's going to be like first on, bags your seat. So make sure you are on there, ready and raring to go. It's going to be amazing. I've got two awesome guests. One is a positive psychologist. Her name is Nick Pigeon, and I absolutely love her. She's incredible. She has been a coach of mine a few years ago, and she is awesome. And then we also have another mindset coach of mine, the very wonderful one and only Dave O'Connor, who they have very generously said that they will share their time to help you guys get yourself in the right mindset to move forward for 2022. So, Mindset Makeover is going to be on the 1st of December. That's approaching rapidly. It's like 2 days. And then, second of all, we've got our goal setting boot camp. This is the first one I've ever done. Of course, lots of people struggle with goal setting. So I've put together a boot camp that is for sale on the Pro Planner website. I've put the link in as well. The price has just gone up unless you're quicker to than you beat Sean to actually physically changing it. But it's just gone up. So hopefully you can get a good deal. Hey, good evening. Hopefully you can still get a good deal on that. If you're an affiliate as well, you do get like a lot of percentage on that for sharing it. So if you feel like it might be a good fit for people that you work with, maybe your team as well, that might be something that you really want to get them on, because I don't know about you, but I want to go into 2022 with a much better strength of mind, and I also want to help my team get that strength of mind as well. It's been a tough couple of years and we're ready to move forward, but we're doing so like with gusto, so not the food thing. This is like with with a lot of energy, I should say. I don't want to confuse the food thing. Okay, so yes, the tagging competition. Okay, it's getting serious over on Pro Planner, isn't it? Okay. Most people struggle with goal setting, Sam. So you're not the only one. It's going to be a really important boot camp, because it might be the first time that you enter a new year, or just the first time ever that you actually set goals that you give a crap about, and that's what's important. Okay, so the third thing then is that I haven't actually launched this yet. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to launch it now. Why not? I'm going to do it tonight. I've never, ever done this before. I've only ever coached my own network marketing team. and I'm just opening it up. I give advice constantly through social media, giving my time to others. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it on a mass scale. I'm going to do a free masterclass, a network marketing masterclass, and it is going to feature a lot of my friends. And bearing in mind, they are all over the pond in network marketing. We're not all in the same companies, but we all do share a massive belief in collaboration over competition. The network marketing industry, in my opinion, which I love Fraser Brooks' message over the years about professionalizing it, the same as Ray Higdon has the same message, professionalizing the industry, making sure you have all the tools and the knowledge to be able to build a really substantial business, but based on really strong foundations. And so it is going to be my goal as well to help them in their missions. And so I will be doing a network marketing training. Again, if you are interested in this, please click the share button, tag in your friends, let them know, because it's going to be an amazing, amazing event. That is going to be on the 15th of December. The 15th of December, this is not about like, oh, we'll start the new year and then get going. This is, okay, how can I prep? So I am ready, raring to go. I'm going into January with a great pipeline. I really am going to be, displaying kind of excellence in my side business or my life or my goal setting. And so being on top of everything, ready to go into 2022 is definitely something that I'm going to be doing. And you can come along for the ride with me. This office should be looking better soon. I might have a board and that's watch me go like training crazy. When I got a whiteboard, I always wanted to be a teacher until I realized that you have to be with kids all the time. That's kind of annoying. So I'm going to get a board and I'm going to go like value crazy. So keep your eyes peeled. I will be helping lots more people. Okay, let me go into 3 top tips now for recruiting. And I'm deadly serious about these. And these might seem a little bit general to you, but I don't care. This is like where you've got to start off. The first thing is to be yourself. I know this might seem like a really stupid thing to say. You're like, yeah, I know. But so many people overthink what to say. And sometimes you do need the words. And I agree. Like, you're like, I know that I can reach out to people. I know I can make it my own. I know that I can actually, kind of put my own personality on it. But I just need the words to begin with. So I'm going to give you the words right now. I know, crazy. Get your pads and pens, tag in your friends, share it out. I'm going to tell you some words that might help you and might make it a little bit more sort of like down to earth, normal. I know that when I started recruiting and when I started reaching out to people and messaging them, I was being really authentic. I was literally saying like, hey, Sarah, I haven't seen you since school, but I watch you on Facebook and I don't know if this might be for you or not, but I've started a business. It's going to give me some extra money outside of the police. If you want to have a look as well, let me know and I'll send you across some information. But don't worry, if it's not your cup of tea, it's no big deal. That was it. Literally as basic as that. That was like my $1 million script right there. I just gave to you for absolute free. The problem is that I shared that with a lot of people because, I'm like, oh, well, it helped me. So hopefully it'll help you too. I'm not talking about my team. I'm talking about outside it, like I just did with you guys. And the problem then was rather than people just taking that and making it their own, the problem then was that everyone just was like, okay, well, I know that maybe everyone else will take it and make it their own, but I'll just stick to what she said because that obviously works. But the thing is, it won't work and it doesn't work because then that becomes spam. Now, I've had a really interesting conversation over the years with Ray Higdon about like what constitutes spam. I personally think like if I'm not being personal at all with this person, and I'm just really banging them out there for the numbers, that to me is spam. Now, they might mean something completely different to you, and I'm totally cool with that. If you're comfortable with what it is that you're doing and you feel like you are displaying the very best of network marketing when you're reaching out to people, then, that's just for you. And we can't stop it. But if you do want to be a cut above, if you do want to raise the game, if you do want to go to another level in your business, then personalize. Make sure it's you, make sure it's authentic, make sure you personalize it, make sure you give the out. That is like the most important thing in network marketing. It's the most important thing in sales, actually. Nobody, and it's funny, isn't it? None of us want to be sold to, but we all want to buy. How many of you have bought on Amazon this week? Me. How many of you are like, I drove behind an Amazon truck today, and literally as I was, it was said something like, um, oh, there's more to Prime. There's a truckload. I was like, oh, that's smart. So, and when I got home, I literally placed an order on Amazon. I was like, oh, that reminds me, I needed to order those pots again. And so my point being is that we all enjoy buying, but we have this funny thing about that we don't want to be sold to. But the reality of that is actually you just don't want to be annoying ass to somebody else. Like you don't want to be that annoying person that's like, hey, did you watch the video? Hey, did you get my message? Hey, did you tune into the webinar? Hey, have you changed your mind yet? Do you want to earn some extra money? Like, shut up. It's like hearing a moaning baby. Stop. Stop doing that. Be more professional. Have some posture. Be yourself. I hope that's not annoying, by the way. Like, no one wants that. No one wants you to be annoying. But my point being is that it's so important to be yourself. Now, some of my friends have, I take my sister, God rest her soul, but I'll take her for example. So whenever Nick used to message me, this is not a joke. So I would say like, oh, hun, could you do this or whatever, let's say a business thing. And she would message me back, actioned. Honestly, that's not a joke. Actioned. Like, Nick, action. Like I don't, we're not working for each other. Like, why'd you say action? It's so weird. It's like, actioned. She's like, it's just me. That's just how I speak. Like, so weird. She also used to say, as a lot. Yeah, I'm really tired as I've been working all day. I'm like, why'd you say as I? She's like, that's just how I speak, Emma. And it made me, when we were talking about recruitment and things like that, like, yeah, that was just Nick. So if she had messaged me back saying, I've done that for you, babes, which is exactly what I would say, hey, babes, that's all done for you now. I've done it. Then that wouldn't have been her. And I would have thought, who's messaged me? Someone's got her phone because that's not her. Okay. So she was much posh. Who's saying that? I can't see a name. She was much posher than you. Yeah, she was. She was our little Princess Di. However, we all have our own personalities, and it's really important that you use yours. And no matter how quirky that is, we do absolutely, Jill. We all have our own quirkiness, and you've just got to crack on with that, and you've got to be happy that like that is it. That is you. And Nick was definitely happy that was her. She was like, oh, I'd never say what you say. I was like, okay, it's work though. She's like, yeah, okay. I'm still not saying it. I'm like, okay. See, this is my point. So you have to be you. You have to be comfortable with being you. And you have to be professional. But we're going to talk about that as number 3 because I've gone ahead. Okay, number two is be relaxed. Okay, so many people just hang on that thing of like, I just need one person, or I just need 2 people, or I just need 5 people, or I just need this person to sign up. Whereas my mindset is completely and utterly the opposite. I am positive and I am really excited about getting new people started 100%. However, I do not want anybody to join me, and I do not want to mentor anybody that says to me, oh, you're going to have to convince me, or yeah, I think I don't think it's for me, or do you know, I don't think I have time. So any of these reasons, they're not objections, in my opinion, are reasons. And I always say to people, listen, timing is everything. And if you don't feel like you've got enough time right now, then don't get started. Or you can start as a customer and join us that way. Maybe they want to get some discount. You can just be added to team pages, have a look. You don't have to do anything, don't have to listen to trainings. It's totally up to you if you want to go that route. But like, time is everything. You do it when it's good and right for you. That's my point, is being that comfortable enough to say, do you know, I don't think now is actually the right time for you. And that's you being honest. That's you really representing our industry in a really great way by saying to people, not thinking about everything that somebody says, why they can't do it as an objection. It's not an objection. Sometimes it's a very valid reason. So I don't look at things so defensively. If somebody gives, some issue that why they can't or that they think they can't, and it's like, oh, do you know what? You don't actually need to worry about that because that'll be fine. Then fair enough. But be relaxed about it. Likewise, when we're talking about, people getting back to you, you should have a follow-up system. I'm sure you guys have them within your teams. I'll be coaching some follow-up stuff coming up soon, but if you haven't got a follow-up system, then you need one desperately. Everybody needs a follow-up system. And that is so that we can lead on to point 3, which is about being professional. So you need a follow-up system that will enable you to be relaxed. You'll just follow a system. You will use the right professional words. You won't come across as desperate. Because you're not desperate. You won't annoy people. You won't frustrate people. You will just do your business. And those that join will join, and those that don't won't. Okay. Would you offer success page if they say they don't have the time just now? So a success page, for those of you that maybe don't know, can be like an opportunity page where if someone takes an interest in finding out more about your business, you would add them to a success page, opportunity page, that they could sort of take a look at people's stories, and you'll probably put content in there and whatnot. It depends what part of your system you would ask them to, go and take a look at that page. I would recommend asking them prior to getting to like the full presentation, and them saying no. So they're already in that page, really. I would definitely put them in there before that. The fortune is definitely in the follow-up. And I used to hate, in fact, I still hate it, even though I put it in my prospecting pads. I hated people saying the fortune was in the follow-up. I hated when a great woman, a network marketing legend, said to me once, she was talking about a lady in America, and I said, oh, why is she so good? Because she was saying how great she was. She said, oh, her follow-up is impeccable. And I'm thinking, well, if her follow-up's so impeccable, why do I go to so many events? Why do I pay for so many trainings and nobody teaches me how to follow up? They don't give me the words, they don't give me the strategy, they don't tell me the time in between each thing. So guess what? I learned a lot actually from Ray Higdon and follow-ups, but I put together my own follow-up system so that I could do it and I could coach my team to do it, and we'd be super professional. And I'm like, I honestly think it's the best follow-up system. Again, I'll be talking more about that. I will. Okay, so then let's go on to number 3. And again, these are really simple things. This is not like the sort of how-to and the what to do today, but this is something for you to consider before we start getting into, more of that kind of coaching arena. But it's equally as important. The third is to be professional. I get prospected every single day, and I never reply. I never reply nasty messages. I never. Sometimes I'll refer them to like a trainer or a coach that I like and say, hey, great that you're in industry too. I love that you were really brave enough to just reach out. Here's a guy that I listen to. You might find this really useful and get really much better results from it. Just kind of heads up. Because I think no one needs to be beaten down. No one needs to be like, oh, well, excuse me, if you just take a second to look at my profile, I'm actually a top earner in another oh, come on, get over yourself. Like help a person out, So yes. Okay, I'll answer that in just a second. So yes, for me, it's about being professional, using that follow-up system, definitely. I will be talking actually about that follow-up system in my network marketing masterclass, which you can get in the link. You can register to sign up. Again, there will just be a 500 space capacity on the webinar, and we're going to be giving out lots of freebies and stuff live. So I'm going to be scouring all my friends in the industry, what can you give away? What can you give away? What do you give away? And you know, if this training was put together, it'd be worth like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So you're going to love it. It's going to be great. And we're going to learn a lot. I'm going to talk about the follow-up system. I'm also going to talk about getting organized using your pro planners. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you are good and ready. Good. I'm glad you're registered already. No need to have FOMO. No need. Being professional, Mary, you asked a question about what my opinion was on business cards. It's marketing. I love marketing. Every form of marketing works, Mary. So whether you are handing out leaflets or flyers, whether you're posting letters through doors, whether you're knocking on doors and giving out catalogs, we all know that company that gives out catalogs door to door. Like, that's tough going, man. That's hard work. But guess what? They've got an amazing company all around the world because it works. That strategy works. The thing with marketing is that you have to do it consistently enough for long enough, right? So every single thing works. Facebook ads work as long as you've got a system behind them. Reaching out to cold market, it works. People do it, it does work. Using Facebook Lives works. Using business cards and giving those out and networking, like that works. Everything works. How many times does that white company catalog drop into my post box and I cannot help but look at it? And I guarantee you within 2 to 3 weeks of getting that, I have 100% placed an order every single time. Every single time. They say email is dead. You know, email was going to be gone. I make most of my money with my traditional businesses through email marketing. I mean, what? And yes, I will be doing something on email marketing. Yeah, I 100% will. But my point being is that most people think that email is dead, especially with, I was speaking to some of my friends came round that I coached the other day, and I was talking about email, and they're like, oh, I unsubscribe to everything. Like, yeah, apart from the things you want to read. So you keep the things you want to read. So my point is that every single form of marketing works. Yes, having business cards, great. I always like to think of call to action. So, what is your business card's call to action? Maybe you have a little QR code on there. You could say, like, oh, here's my business card. I actually do a free giveaway of my products every once a month. Just scan this to enter. See, then you haven't just got their business cards, you've also got them linking up to your email card system, entering your competition. If they're interested in your products and they want them for free, it means that they're interested. And so you've got like a really hot lead there. So yeah, QR codes are great. You can put those on leaflets if you think. I mean, I'll do a little kind of like some marketing ideas live, but you could do leaflets, you could do a QR code on there to enter competitions, you can leave them in beauty salons, you can leave them in news agents, you could leave them in spas, you could leave them in leisure centres, you can leave them in job centres, I don't know. You could leave them anywhere you want. So yeah, it's a really good thing to think about, getting yourself out there as much as you can, whether that be through business cards, flyers, letters, leaflets, catalogs that you make, whatever. It all works. I hope that's been of help. I hope you're just starting to think, do you know what? It's kind of not that uncomfortable. And if I'm doing it right and being professional, then you know what? It's going to be great. And it really is, especially with all these masterclasses that we have lined up, prepare you for the beginning of next year, which is going to be an absolutely booming year. Hope you've learned some things. If you have, do pop the share button. Pop a little click on the share button and share it out. And do let everybody know about this network marketing masterclass. So I don't have a business card, Syra, so I couldn't show you. If I did, I would have my name, my telephone number, and I would have a QR code. That's what I would have, a QR code to send them to where I want to send them. So if I have a product business, a planner business, like product and recruitment, planner, clothing printing, if I'm talking to someone and I'm like, oh, okay, like their clothing, then I'll give them that one. And maybe there's a QR code on there for a free giveaway to win a free hoodie or some samples or whatever. Maybe maybe my personal brand one is to be in with a chance to win 10% off my latest course or something like that. Maybe my network marketing one is to be in with a chance of winning one of our products. So yeah, I mean, I would judge that, or I would send them all to emmacooperonline.com, and they could message me from there and tell me what they were interested in. Yeah. Hope that's given you something to think about. Mindset Makeover, 1st of December. Don't forget, it's in the evening. I think it's 8 o'clock we start. We kick off. Nick Pigeon, Dave O'Connor will be live with me too to give you some amazing tips on getting into the right mindset for 2022. So don't miss out. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Go make it happen.